Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, this is Madden NFL 21. See Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. On the return, Andy Isabella, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Murray steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 3 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man is Cantrell. Murray's give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Brought down at
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Stafford sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
It always helps for on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Murray complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Murray now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Fitzgerald. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 35-yard line.
Now Murray again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. Fighting through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Operating from the gun, Murray is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Edmonds, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Now Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford completing it here. Marvin Jones. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stafford on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
He fires one that's intercepted. Picking it off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the former #1 overall pick, Kyler Murray. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
They'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Golladay still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the...
Operating from the gun. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Jordan Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
To just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. On the return, Isabella. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Counter play, Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
$13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald.
Murray's pass.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Cardinals 7, Lions 3.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Go their way. And they will set up shop at their own 46. 6-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this off to Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down at Stafford. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's Kenny Galladay hauling it in from Matthew Stafford. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Murray with a 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot, now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
At the 38-yard line.
An ideal. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Cardinals 7.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
I certainly
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.